That's not dense by any means, and we have no dense fog advisories for you, but as this moisture continues to build, there's a chance that we could see some dense fog. So if you do encounter any, use your low beams, give yourself a little extra time and distance on the roads. Otherwise, we're going to be doing just fine for the morning hours. Weather here moves from east to west. This anomaly is referred to as the African easterly jet, and it can bring big impacts to the state of Texas, some more common than others. The first impact that you're probably already familiar with is that we're looking towards Africa for disturbances to come off of this easterly jet, potentially down the road, develop into tropical storms or hurricanes that can threaten Texas. Looking live over downtown Austin from our tower camera, and we are not done with storms yet. This is looking towards the southeast. There's downtown Austin. And what are some new storms developing to the south of the city? I'll talk about these in a moment. But first, I want to talk about the first batch of storms that produced some large hail, up to hen egg size in a couple spots. This is historic. You will never see a map like this in Texas ever again. This is a winter storm warning for most of the state, and winter storm watches, advisories, what have you, all the way down into Brownsville for the first time down there in 3,000 days. It's remarkable. That severe weather threat. Let me diagnose it real quick. We need at least 3 ingredients to get severe weather, and not all of them are going to be in play here. Moisture is going to be high. Check. Lift. This is a powerful storm system. Plus, we got a cold front, so lift is also going to be very high in the atmosphere, helping storms get off the ground. Instability, though, the amount of energy those storms will be able to tap into once they're off the ground, very low. So yes, there's a severe weather threat late Saturday into Sunday. Right now, it's only for the hill country, and it's the lowest category on the entire scale. A few little breaks of sunshine. I've got you at a 20% chance for some spotty light rain today. That changes, though, with our next cold front, which arrives sometime Wednesday morning, and with that comes an 80% chance for some showers and storms. And new this morning, Storm Prediction Center issuing along and west of I-35 a slight 2 out of 5 risk for severe thunderstorms. This would be our most significant severe weather threat of the year. I don't necessarily agree with it, though. It's just kind of stuck. There you go. Okie dokie. We are back in business. I don't know what the big deal was. Glad that's over.
Acting. The Academy Award for Best Acting by Meteorologist goes to Avery Tomasco.
Best solution, a broomstick. Why didn't we think of this?
Thank you so much. You know what? I'm happy to have helped save the world economy. I have not gotten a call from the Queen yet for my knighting ceremony, but I will keep you posted.
All right.
She might use a broom for that one.
Yeah, all the people that actually fix this situation are eye-rolling at your video.
They are. I hope they don't find it. It only has like a few hundred views on YouTube. So if they found it, they're among the minority. City of Austin. It's really the temperatures that have done the most damage, both with our pipes, our infrastructure, our power. 70 hours of these 134 below freezing hours in Austin have been spent without power for thousands, and it has been tragic. It's leading to deaths, unfortunately, next week. Already some signs of that change approaching, as there's a little bit of green on radar out there in way west Texas, just some upper level cloud cover here at home. A little bit of that from our tower camera in Westlake Hills, and I zoomed out the camera and panned up a little bit, and looky there. That is a beautiful crescent moon right on the top of your screen. That's when this big storm system really starts to show its teeth. We got a big jet stream right over us. It's going to bring disturbances our way occasionally, and that's meeting up with a cold front. So Monday we've got storms, Tuesday we've got storms, Wednesday that front finally pushes through, and that's going to be some more potentially heavy rainfall. The answer is in the ocean, specifically near the equator in Earth's largest ocean, the Pacific. This is where temperatures fluctuate between warmer than normal El Nino conditions and cooler than normal La Nina conditions. This fluctuation between these two extremes changes the behavior of the jet stream here in the northern hemisphere. It's that belt of fast-moving air about 30,000 feet above our heads that's responsible for bringing active weather storm systems to the state of Texas. But otherwise, what's on the ground now is a bigger concern than what's going to fall today. Thank goodness. It's a 40% chance for snow. That is a pessimistic forecast. I really think we're not going to get 40%. That said, we do.
Tell us you're not forecasting snow for us this weekend.
No snow here, but that same system that's producing all that snow was once looking like it could produce some severe thunderstorms for us. That chance has since gone down, but I want to explain what has happened and how thunderstorms work, especially severe ones, as we get deeper into severe weather season. So this is a thunderstorm. They generate because of warm, humid air rising through a cooler atmosphere, like a hot air balloon. You can think of it like that. These can produce tornado, damaging wind gusts, and hail. hail. I'm talking about hail specifically here. On the left-hand side of your screen, that's the hail cross-section, like slicing one of those in half. And you'll see that as hail is suspended in this updraft with some supercooled water droplets, they grow like layers on an onion. They eventually get heavier and heavier until this updraft can no longer support them. They fall out of the cloud and maybe hit your car windshield. This updraft is then crucial, right, for determining how big the hail is going to be. Left-hand side of your screen, again, that's the updraft speedometer. And when you have an updraft speed of 24 miles per hour, you can get hail up to the size of green peas. A little bit faster, up to 40 to 50 miles per hour, hail up to the size of quarters. That is considered severe. It gets worse, though. 64 mile per hour winds, golf ball-sized hail. Damage gets very severe with baseball-sized hail at an 81 mile per hour updraft, and then near 100 mile per hour updraft, the rarest of the rare storms. You can get softball-sized hail. We're actually able to track how much energy is in the atmosphere for a storm to tap into. It's called CAPE. This stands for Convective Available Potential Energy. This boils down to how much energy is available for storms to tap into once they develop. So let's apply this to our forecast. With a look at our maps, you'll see that we're tracking energy here. That CAPE value anywhere in green is enough to get some storms, some severe to develop. But as we play this through on your Saturday, watch what happens to instability values. As this cold front approaches, in our area, there is essentially no energy for storms to tap into. That means that while there will be severe storms out here Saturday in West Texas, they're going to be strong with all forms of severe weather possible. Watch this line of storms just kind of collapse as it approaches the hill country, then eventually I-35. This is very early on Sunday morning, so I think you can rest easy knowing that, yeah, there may be a clap of thunder or two, but it's just a quick passing line of benign showers and storms before Sunday. We actually bring the sun back out. So there is a severe weather outlook from the Storm Prediction Center. We've been watching this for you all week, but Mason and Gillespie County are the only ones included in that marginal lowest end on the scale severe weather threat. The rest of West Texas, San Angelo, Abilene, all the way up to Amarillo could see a slight risk. That's where anywhere from hail to winds and even tornadoes will be possible. For us, again, just the hill country, may see a storm try to produce a few hailstones up to 1 inch in diameter, maybe some 60 mile per hour wind gusts, and then that's going to be all she wrote. So let's take you day by day. Again, today, low concerns. A few showers out there this morning, 40% chance of them on your drive to work. Otherwise, this afternoon, still warm and humid with a few breaks of sunshine. And then this weekend, yeah, it still looks messy. Friday, Saturday, those are morning rain chances, though. Even Sunday, that 80% chance for storms is only in the morning. So once we get past all that, and a quick dose of maybe a quarter to a third of an inch of rain, both Saturday afternoon, both Sunday afternoon, I think you're just fine getting outside. Rest of your forecast, still low concern here as we get deeper into severe weather season, but it is going to get toasty. 86 on Monday, 87 on Tuesday. Another round of storms possible, but not likely on Wednesday.
Of course, the ideal thing is that people have already stocked up and nobody has to go out on the road because you say it's going to be that treacherous.
Yeah, and if you do have something that's supposed to be delivered, patience. This is a long road we have ahead. And frankly, I am nervous about this. I'm nervous for people that don't get the message. You tonight, by watching us, are getting the message, are going to be better prepared for this than anyone else. But I am worried about what this could do for folks that just haven't realized how bad it could be. Let me get this set up. Polar vortex is down way south, farther south than it ever has been, at least in the last 30 years or so. And along this polar vortex are multiple disturbances moving through. We already have the first one giving us freezing precip tonight, 2 more behind it. This middle one, I think, is going to be the worst of the bunch. That's going to bring widespread sleet, freezing rain, snow in that order. Tomorrow night, we're talking 24 hours from now, heavy snow will be falling in Austin to the tune of maybe 4 to 6 inches. This would be worst case scenario. Continued indications from our models that even mid next week, we have that third system that puts more ice and more snow on top of what has already fallen since Thursday. And remember, we haven't really gotten above freezing since Thursday, so everything virtually is still there, especially for folks that got really hard hit in northwest Travis County by all that ice on Thursday. So yeah, this is historic. You will never see a map like this in Texas ever again. This is a winter storm warning for most of the state and winter storm watches, advisories, what have you, all the way down into Brownsville for the first time down there in 3,000 days. It's remarkable. This is one of our last cameras that still doesn't have ice on it. It's up in Williamson County. Thankfully, I'm not seeing too many more folks on the road right now, but those who are on the road are quickly going to find out that as temperatures are below freezing area-wide and this precip's coming down, everything's going to slicken up once again rapidly. Again, live look at radar. Purple mixed means Sleet, freezing rain, and some snow flurries. White means there's some snow flurries in there too. Pink is the worst. That means it's just pure ice. The heaviest of this is right now moving through Fayette County. Remember, there's a rollover crash right now on Highway 77 in Schulenburg. There's going to be more of those where that came from. It's heavy right now as you get towards Hayes County. This is a mix of precip, but it's all frozen, moving through Jacobswell into Dripping Springs and into western Travis County, a little bit moving through downtown Austin as well. And again, all of this is going to stick because we have been below freezing and we continue to be below freezing. So with that in mind, where do we go from here? We've got this heavy precip right now, maybe another batch overnight, and then let me take you through your Sunday. This is where things do get very serious. It's already serious, but it gets upped that much more on Sunday. By 3 p.m., we're still okay, but thereafter, quickly talking about heavy precip. This is 10:30 tomorrow night. Brand new data, by the way, says we got widespread, every one of our 13 counties getting some freezing rain or some heavy snow. That's what you're seeing in this blue color, and it continues. Tomorrow night, Sunday night into Monday morning, this is 3 a.m. Heavy snow continues, and then it slowly moves off towards the east. We get 1 day break before that third storm moves through. Different precip types, right? It's because we got an interesting atmospheric setup where air is very cold here at the surface. You felt it. It's been below freezing for a while, but above the surface, air is above freezing. So we've got snow falling, melting into liquid, freezing on contact as freezing rain, or into ice pellets as sleet. As our atmosphere cools off, though, we will eventually switch to all snow. So when those changes happen will dictate how much of each precip type we get. So just know that this will change, but ice accumulation, this is what's possible with our data tonight. Perhaps a few hundredths of an inch to maybe a tenth of an inch of ice in a few locations. If there's less ice and there's more snow, look at what that could mean for snow projections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 inches possible. Remember, January 10th in Austin, we got 1.5 inches. We're talking about 2 or 3 times that much, and that's fun. Yes, we want snow. It's fun to look at. It never happens here unless you're in 2021 when anything's possible, but it's going to be on top of ice, and that is going to mean that extremely dangerous travel is already out there. It becomes impossible over the next couple of days. We may see additional power outages as well, and this is going to last for a long time because we don't get above freezing for the next 5 days. Tonight I've got you at 25 with freezing drizzle, some sleet and snow ongoing. Watch what temperatures do tomorrow night as that stronger system moves through. Temperatures plunge. I think Monday morning we got single digits to teens, but when you factor in the wind up to 20 to 30 miles per hour, gusting up to 40, this is what it's going to feel like first thing Monday morning. We have never seen wind chill values this cold. This alone is deadly for folks that aren't prepared for it. But when you talk about temperatures for this long, this cold, you've got infrastructure issues, not just at your home with bursting pipes, but also water mains breaking. This is going to be unprecedented. Please stay informed.